It's locked.
I will not let you down, my boy.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are...
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health. I have to go now.
Don't waste your time with me.
Reads me like a book.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust. It's locked. Good evening, Miss Houck.
I need blood.
Do you require my...
I have no...
I'll leave you. Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure...
Thank you. This is for you, then.
I think you should talk to your mother.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
The world is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reed, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world would be
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doc.
Your son wished to die.
Are you not aware suicide is a crime?
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly...
All my son needs is help and comprehension.
Mortimer is extremely vague.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place.
Why did your...
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facet.
What do you think he meant by making the...
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like...
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed.
I think about it every minute.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal, and unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something...
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, Nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Do you require medical attention as well?
I have...
Goodbye, Mrs. Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
Your mother won't let you down, Mortimer. Don't you share her hope for a better future?
No. I don't.
Won't you even try?
Do you want me to promise you I'll get better? Do you want me to tell her the same thing? No.
Won't you even try?
Do you want me to promise you I'll get better? Do you want me to tell her the same thing? I could, but it would not change anything.
I have to go.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
I will not let you down, my boy.
We've got one of them! Dodge, mate! That leads to dodge! Kill you! Hey! I hate leeching! What's coming in? Ah!
should leave the city.
Good evening, old chap.
I won't lie.
Have you any news?
I was...
These are the documents you wanted me to look for. I think I've gathered all the available occult research about vampires.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. That'll...
I'm not sure you can consider this material factual.
First, I'm going to show them to Venus. It'll open...
You need some... Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were such a beautiful family. What do you need?
Have you any recent news?
The old goat gave all his money to the poor. I wish he'd thought about sending some to his closest neighbor.
Did Clarence recently show you...
Yes, he did. And he also told me you spent a few nights gathering research for him. Seriously, Jonathan.
He's my friend. I thought it might help him rest, instead of going outside at night. Tell me.
Gibberish and poppycock. Dracula was a good book, but these documents were just mumbo-jumbo. I burnt them all as soon as Clar...
Goodbye.
I'm so sorry for your loss, John.
It's locked, all right.
They're all around you.
Good evening.
I won't...
How is your wife? You need some rest. Good evening.
Can I help?
Goodbye, Miss.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently? Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
Please, sir, whether you need to buy something or not, I'm happy to help.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan!
Do you need my...
Oh, you know I always refused to let you listen to my chest, son. It always seemed awkward.
I think you should take this. You'll feel better.
I'm not sure I'll ever feel better, but thank you, my son.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
I understand exactly what that poet meant the other night. Gordy,
Do you need medical...
you would save my life.
Don't worry. There is nothing serious to...
I cannot imagine the pain these people must face.
Have you any...
I heard he died and gave all...
Goodbye, Miss... Good evening.
I won't.
Do you need medical...
It's a little late for visit.
What can I say? I haven't...
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
You need some rest. Good evening, Miss Teasdale.
Can I help?
Do you need my...
I'd prefer to be on...
Goodbye.
Ed, you know that you are always welcome here. But what do you need from...
Do you need my...
It would appear that old habits die.
And I'm happy...
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Good evening, Mr. Kimura.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical assistance?
Don't believe that I'm the kind of man with a fragile constitution. But I'm afraid my imprisonment has done more harm than I thought.
There is no need to be...
Yes.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently? Crush the... you feebles!
Hello.
Have you any recent news?
I try not to listen to gossip or rumors.
Goodbye for now.
Hello.
Do you need my...
Indeed.
You haven't...
Sounds...
Goodbye.
Hello again.
Goodbye for now. Good evening. Have you any recent news of...
I've heard he's dead. I hope he found his twin brother. Wherever...
You knew Aloysius' twin brother?
Yes. I think we were even together in the Gemini Club for a time. A somewhat secret society that only...
Do you need my...
I'm afraid I do. I knew we should have left London.
I don't want to appear tactless, but you're risking your health by remaining outside at this hour of night.
Says the doctor who also works outside.
Goodbye, Mr.
Doctor?
What are you...
Well,
I was...
why do
I don't think... Do you need medical...
I'm afraid...
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Doc?
Have you recent news?
Come on. The most ruthless tycoon of England dies and gives his fortune to the poor. The man has been tricked.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I cannot enter.
If you're not too tired, could you help me?
Good evening, Mr.
You know...
What is your opinion?
Rumour it.
Do you need my...
Oh, yes.
I'm just...
Perhaps.
Goodbye.
Dr. Reed, I am...
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir.
I hope you can stay a
Perhaps
little
you should talk
longer
with
this
someone
time.
else instead.
It's locked, all right. Good evening.
My mother...
I suspect...
No, what happened?
Goodbye.
I am sorry,
I can't help you, sir.
Dr. Reed.
Perhaps you should talk with someone else.
Lad.
Back in the grave, you... Bloody monster!
Dr. Reed. I am glad.
Be careful, Carol. You're wasting good food here.
Yes, Mother.
I said be careful, child. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Mummy has been so clumsy again.
No, that's okay. It won't bleed for long.
You're so pale. Are you feeling sick? Do you need to see a doctor?
No, I'm fine. I already saw the doctor last week.
Don't be silly. You must see a doctor. Just don't tell him how clumsy your mummy is, all right? I love you so much, my baby.
I love you too, Mother.
Good evening.
My mother always prefers when people simply call me Carol.
Is it true you often...
Yes, it's true. I try to behave, I really do. But one way or another, I always end up injured or wounded.
Why would you be stupid?
It's like I can't help getting under my mother's feet. That's how I end up being pushed, cut, or burned. You see,
When exactly do the...
Ever since I was little. That's why I need to stay with Mum. I'm not capable of taking care of myself.
Goodbye, Carol.
Good morning.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me...
Tell me, Carolyn.
No. I always thought it was Carol's clumsiness that caused these incidents.
You really believe it's just bad luck?
Of course, Doctor. What else?
You are responsible for your daughter's many injuries and scars, Carolyn. You brutalize her, don't you?
How could I abuse my own flesh and blood? This is nonsense. It would be like hurting myself.
You really believe you've done nothing wrong, don't you? How long has this been going on for? I should have seen it when you were my patient.
Seen what? Child abuse?
Yes. Even her name is just a part...
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How dare you say something like that? What kind of a monster do you think I am?
Speak to me, Carolyn. Why do you behave like this? How does it make you feel to hurt Carol before...
I don't know.
Do you realize Carol is a person? Not a toy. Not a doll. The poor girl would put her hand in a flame to please you.
Carol and I are perfectly happy. Leave us be. How stupid I was to believe you could be a suitable husband.
You're a threat to Carol.
No, Dr. Reed. You are the threat. You are threatening to separate a mother from her only daughter, from the meaning...
Goodbye for now. Good evening, young lady.
My mother always prefers when people simply call me Cat.
You need to understand you are in danger.
That's a lie. She has always taken good care of me.
Yes, Carol. Your mother believes she loves you as much as you're convinced she loves you. But you are both trapped in a toxic...
What are you saying? That she...
Your mother is terribly sick, Carol. She suffers from one of the most sadistic attitudes I've ever encountered, and tortures you with a twisted...
No. My mum loves me and only wants the best for me. It's my fault if I can never do anything right. She...
Do you need my med...
No, I'm all right.